was pastoring there in Hackleburg, Alabama. It happened April 2011. It was poised that day all over the South to be a very tornadic day. Over 300 tornadoes that day. And the little town we live in, about 1,500 people live there. And the tornado that came through that day was a mile wide. I'm standing at the picture window of the parsonage, and I'm looking for what you see out in Kansas and Iowa and Oklahoma, the long, narrow funnels. Being raised on the Gulf Coast of Alabama, we have rode out hurricanes. But this was, I'm looking for this funnel cloud. I don't see it. And then when I realize my entire view picture is rotating. The family was already hiding in the closet, and my youth pastor was with me. We were standing in the living room, we're watching it, and the parsonage was right next door to the school there in the town. And when I seen that looks like it's rotating, I hollered at my youth pastor and I said, "Go get in the closet." So I hear him running down the hallway, and the more I looked, I began to see pieces of the school like vanish. And then I seen the big lights at the football stadium just kind of begin to be bent over and vanish.
Oh my. And
then what clued me in, okay, this is for real, was when it hit the ticket booth, in the snack stand, and it looked like somebody threw a grenade over in it, and it just blew to pieces and went up in this huge mile-wide funnel. That's when I took off running. I jumped in the closet, and I grabbed the doorknob, and I leaned backwards and sat down, and I said, "Pray, it's bad." And then for the next 45 seconds, the entire house just began to shake. There's a few times it felt like it was coming up off the foundation, and then it just stopped. And my youth pastor said to me, he said, "You think it's over? Now listen to this statement. I'm from the Gulf Coast, rode out hurricanes." I said, "No, we're in the eye. It's about to start back up." That's how I felt. I mean, I didn't have anything to compare it with. I never lived through a tornado. And then another 45 seconds went by and nothing happened. He said, "I think it's over." And I released the doorknob, and when I did, there was no roof above us. The walls around us had fell out in the yard, and God had protected us in this 6x6 closet. We didn't know it then, we knew it later. We were one of two families in the neighborhood that was hiding above ground. We were only one of two families that wasn't injured. That was above. Had 20-something people in our city to get killed that day. Town was totally devastated. And literally, I didn't, when we walked out of what was left of the house, I looked across the road at the church. It was flattened. We just built it, 2 years old. The old church that we give to the youth, it was destroyed. I didn't hear birds chirping. I didn't see any movement. And literally, I thought we were the only people alive in the town. 2 years ago, Liz and I, we went through all the different hoops we had to jump through to establish a 501c3 ministry. We call it Hebron Ministries. The reason why we did that, I needed to take a sabbatical as a minister. It's hard to give to others when your tank is empty. So what Hebron Ministries is, Liz and I, at some point in time in our ministry life, we're going to establish a sabbatical center, but it will be a place where ministers of any denomination can come to that need a sabbatical.
This is a way to support Clint Knowles. You can support Bishop Clint Knowles, his ministry, by giving at that website below, cash.app/$Clint Knowles.